Hi, I'm Lucy Bravo, a Mexican journalist here to talk about what's really happening in Mexico. The world needs to know. Our democracy is under attack.
Mexico's new Supreme Court arrived this week, marking the final nail in the coffin of an independent judicial system.
So let's break it down, fast. It all started with President Andrés Manuel López Obrador, or AMLO, who for years clashed with the judiciary. He called our courts corrupt, serving elites, not the people. His solution? A radical judicial reform pushed through in September 2024, just before his term ended. It passed with a supermajority from his Morena party, despite massive protests and strikes by judges, law students, and citizens alike. The reform is unprecedented. It makes Mexico the first country to elect all of its judges, including Supreme Court justices, by popular vote. Sounds democratic? It's not. Candidates were pre-selected by Morena-dominated committees, and the first elections held June 2025 saw Morena's picks sweep the Supreme Court. Voter turnout, a record low 13%. Many Mexicans were confused by ballots listing hundreds of names, but almost all of the elected candidates appeared in pamphlets that Morena members were accused of handing out to voters to suggest who they should vote for, which is of course illegal. And to make matters worse, several journalistic investigations revealed some of the winning candidates even have ties to cartels, raising fears of criminal influence. The court, now stacked with Morena loyalists, marks the end of a judiciary that had gained independence in the 1990s. Judges now face pressure to rule in favor of Morena. The fallout? The US and Canada say this threatens Mexico's democracy and trade under the USMCA. Our economy, already stagnant with GDP growth below 1% for years, faces worse uncertainty. Investors are spooked because they fear courts won't protect their interests. Human Rights Watch calls it a violation of international standards. This isn't about fighting corruption, it's about control. Morena now dominates all three branches of government. The checks and balances we fought for are gone. Mexico's democracy is at a breaking point, and the world must pay attention.